Hello, 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 all the King's men. Welcome to another Friday assessment. Yes, it is another Friday assessment. I told you it is so important to assess. That means to take your situation and look at it and see, are you achieving your desired results? That's what happens when you assess. You begin to take that situation and you begin to look at it and compare it to your desired results. And you assess and you're like, is this where I want to go? Is this leading me to where I want to go? So today we need to talk about non-negotiable. Your life is non-negotiable. You got to remember that you have the plan that God gave you for your life. You are the one that's responsible for that plan. You're the one that's responsible for that vision. So what is it that's in your life, in your way, that's causing you not to get to that next step, for you to not to make the pivot in your life? This is so crucial that you do not negotiate your life. Why? Your life is a treasure. But let's get this thing out of the way first. What does negotiate mean? Negotiate means that your life means that confer with another to settle a matter. Confer. Let's make sure we know what that means. Meet to exchange views. We ain't meeting with nobody else to exchange views about your life. That's why this assessment is about you. But what you're doing, you're collecting information. When you talk to somebody else about your life or about your situation, it's not about getting information from them so that they can tell you what to do. Why? Because your life is non-negotiable. You know what God told you about your situation. So you can go to them to consult with them about the plan to get there, or the process, or the procedure. But know that that is only getting from point A to point B. That is only getting from putting the vision on paper to getting to the vision. There's a plan and a process that have the work be worked to get there. That's why we got to assess the plan and make the necessary pivots or make the necessary adjustments that we need to do. But we have to remember along the way that if you talk to your mentor, you talk to your advisor, we have to remember that it's non-negotiable. The plan or the process, it can be negotiated, meaning that you can make the necessary adjustments, because there are things that come along in your life. There are things that come along in the family, or there are things that come along to say, you know what, I need to open my eyes to this thing. It keeps happening. Or why did this event happen? It could definitely be a major event that caused you to rethink the process. And don't rethink the vision. It don't rethink the results. Make sure rethink the process. Why? Because you could be going about it the wrong way, or your heart could be in the wrong place. But that is between you and God to make the necessary adjustments to the vision. Is the vision wrong? Did you hear wrong? It ain't about going to nobody else asking them, did I do wrong or did I do right? You can ask them about the process so that you can refine and retune the process. That it is so important that when you're in the process, that you're not rigid about the process. I believe we talked about that some weeks ago, about being rigid on the process. Being rigid will make you fail. Being rigid will make you fail. And when I say being rigid will make you fail, is that you don't see the failures. You don't see the roadblocks. You don't see the stallment in the process. It's so important to assess that part of it, because you want to look in the assessment and see that you're not still where you started at. 5 weeks later, 10 weeks later, 12 weeks later, you want to know that you are making process. You are making progress. That's why it's so important to bounce the ideas off somebody, is to have that mentor, to have that advisor. But they are not the ones to say, no, your vision can't be that. You can't negotiate that. You can't confer with nobody else to settle your vision. The vision is yours. The word says write the vision and make it plain. It didn't say write the plan. It said write the vision. So you put the vision on paper. Where do you want to go? Where are you trying to go? Are you getting there? Why are you not getting there? That's the part that you can negotiate, but don't negotiate your life. Your vision is your life. The vision for your life, that is your life. So don't let nobody else tell you where you need to go. Don't live nobody else's life, and don't let nobody else try to live their life through you. because you will end up getting at the end and wondering, how did I get here? Why am I here? I'm supposed to be over there. Friday assessment is about assessing. So let's assess today, all the King's men. Let's look at where we are. Are we going? Are we on that way? Are we on the right road? Did I take a right when I was supposed to take a left? Or was I supposed to go on down a little bit further and then take that left after the next curve? Did I go to the right mile marker? Did I go to the right mile post? Did I pass up an opportunity because I wasn't listening? Because I was selfish? I ain't talking about negotiating the process. I'm talking about negotiating the vision, negotiating where you are going. Yeah, you might have to take an alternate route, but it still gets you to the vision. Think about when they're doing road construction, what they do. They put up these orange signs that says, detour. And it tells you the road to take, or it tells you, or you have to follow the signs where it says detour. That's what I mean, assessing. That's the part that you can negotiate, but long as it still gets you to the ultimate vision, it gets you to the ultimate place. So all the King's men, know that your life is non-negotiable. So don't negotiate with the enemy. Don't negotiate with Satan. Satan wants to change your vision. He wants you to work for him and not for God. But remember, all the King's men is about being the king, about being the man for the king that God has called you to be. The king is God. Yes, he is God. That's why it's all the King's men. You are a man of God. You are a man of man of war. You are the man that God has called you to be. But don't negotiate that. That's what's not negotiable. So quit settling. Quit settling. I don't care what it looked like. I don't care what nobody else said. What matters is what God says, and that is non-negotiable. You cannot negotiate that. Don't settle, because when you negotiate, that means that you're settled. Remember, negotiate meaning that somebody always lose. That's what I learned about negotiating in business, is that when you negotiate, both sides do not get everything that they want. So when you negotiate, if one person got everything they wanted and one person didn't, that was not a negotiation. Yes, that was not a negotiation. I know you probably ain't heard that one before. I know you ain't heard that one before. But I am here to tell you today that do not negotiate your vision. Do not negotiate your life. It is a treasure. So all the King's men, I pray that you are blessed and that you do not negotiate in this coming week. Let's take this weekend to assess. So all the King's men, be blessed.